High Point Panthers. I'm Rick Watson and the crew here, welcoming you to Radford. This will be our final lacrosse broadcast here in the 2022 spring schedule. And Highlanders are still looking for their first Big South Conference win. They come in 1-11, 0-5 in the league. But this High Point team, they're on the opposite end of where Radford is right now. They're 5-8 overall, but they've won 4 in a row. And after losing their conference opener to undefeated Campbell, 17-14, the Panthers have reeled off 4 consecutive wins, their latest on the 13th. That was a 19-7 win down in North Carolina against Longwood. The Highlanders played very tough in their last game on the 13th. They lost at Furman 12-6, and we're going to be watching a couple players here today, one per side, that are both amongst the national leaders in the top 15 rankings in the country. And for the High Point Panthers, we're going to begin with Abby Horms. She has 61 goals. You see she's averaging nearly 5 goals per game. She's the 3rd leading scorer in the entire nation. And then for Radford in goal, and she has been terrific, Olivia Hunter, almost 11 saves per game, and that's 9th in the country. So you have one of the top scorers and one of the best last line of defense players in the nation. And the thing about Olivia, you know, she stands tall. She faces a lot of shots in certain matchups, and she's done a really good job of thwarting some solid attacks. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of success she has today against Abby Horms. Abby has, again, set the standard in the Big South Conference. She's from Fallston, Maryland, and we'll keep an eye on her. She's only, by the way, 6 goals off from the nation's lead. You can see they're getting ready to take the draw for Radford, River Rupert. And by the way, we do want to announce the 4 seniors for Radford. Katie Carroll, who has 11 goals. Grace Gleason in her final campaign. Carly Rosenberg. Kirsten Grzybowski as well. So congratulations to all those seniors as they're finishing up today. And then on Wednesday, they'll have their final home matchup in their career. Weather should be good today. Mostly sun, temperatures in the upper 60s. There is a breeze blowing, but really a comfortable spring afternoon here in the New River Valley. We're ready. Players are ready. Officials aren't ready. Not sure what the holdup is here right now. We've let them know we're ready to go. And now you see a good shot of this opening face-off between High Point, who's in the road purple with the white numbers, and Radford in the home whites trimmed in red. And we are underway here from Radford. See if Radford can get a good job and really create some turnovers. It's something that they had trouble doing against Mercer when they came here, and also against Campbell. And Horms immediately attacks the goal, puts a shot in. It's a little high, but the ground ball is picked up by the High Point Panthers, and we have a whistle as that ball was thrown too far out of the reach that time of Mandy Brockkamp. And they're stopping the clock right off the bat here. Slow start to this one, a little bit of a delay, and now they've stopped play. Now the clock's rolling again. First possession to the Panthers, trying to get off to a good start on the road. And here's Horms looking her way in. Already tried one quick shot on the break after the ground ball pickup. And there's a ground ball that the Highlanders nearly were able to pluck up off the turf here, but they could not. Kay Rosselli for High Point keeps possession. High Point on the attack. Lexi Jack now throws it out front, and here is Abby Horms again. They run everything through her, as you may expect. Horms drops it out of her net this time. Now she's in, gets checked, called against Radford. I believe the goal will stand, and it's a 1-0 High Point lead. And just like that, Abby Horms scores her 62nd goal of the season. Highlanders were defending pretty well, and this is a Radford team. They're not afraid to be physical. And that's something like that. You know, when you have a player like Horms, she's going to go in. Yeah, she kind of got checked there with the brunt of the stick, and you see she went down. That was Gleason. And Horms now looks like she's okay, catching her breath after that goal. Her second official shot goes into the net. And the face-off is, this time, well, once again, won by High Point. Ava Scudillo throws it down, and very quickly they're on the attack again. The last time they tried to get out quickly on the break. Pia Cavallaro takes it in behind the net. Once again, here's Horms on the right flank. Boy, she is always putting pressure on the defense. You can see her getting in there. And there's the pass and a shot and a goal again for High Point. I believe this time it was Kay Rosselli at 36, and that 38 looks very close. But Kay Rosselli, I believe, got that one. And just like that, it's 2-0. Yep, Rosselli knocked it home, and for Kay, that's her 19th of the season. Pass will come in, and Rosselli kind of got underneath, and you could tell she used the defender there. That was a nice job. You could tell she used the body of Laura Furco to kind of shield away any clear line of vision that Olivia Hunter may have had toward that ball. So it's 2-0. The officials are waiting on something else here. There's a lot of this that goes on during these games, and we're unsure. They're looking down at the shot clock, and I think we have another shot clock issue, which we have had here for the last 2 matches, and it looks like we have something else going on. So they're coming over, and if we have a shot clock issue on one end, that means that neither clock's going to be allowed to stay, and they'll have to bring one to the middle of the field. And this is the absolute last thing you want to see, a delay like this. We're just getting started on a Saturday on Senior Day, and especially for High Point, they got momentum. As you see there, there's a conversation going on between the official and the High Point head coach, Lindsey Boswell, and we are going to have a lengthy delay here from Radford, or are we? What do you see out there? We can't really tell from where we are here at our broadcast point, but we're not going to be playing lacrosse for a while. Doesn't appear. Yeah, she's directing to move the clock. So we're going to take a break while they get this all sorted out. 2-0, High Point.
Living alone as a senior is not right. Seniors living in a community can change their lives for the better and yours. At English Meadows, we focus not only on care of your loved one, but your peace of mind. 24-hour care, all meals, housekeeping, maintenance, laundry and activities, and friendship. Being alone versus being a part of a community, a family. We provide all of this in an all-inclusive price. No levels of care, save thousands a month. Call 800-796-5420.
Look for the Weather 8 seal. It's our guarantee that pinpoint weather is the most accurate. When the weather turns and seconds count, trust the team certified most accurate for you by Weather 8. 4 years running. WFXR News and Pinpoint Weather.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every that is juicy, and this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
Well, this has become an all too familiar sight here. All three of our broadcasts this year, and we've had to move one of the shot clocks to the middle, which means there's no way we're going to be able to keep up with the time of possession for each team, but this is the only fair way to do it. And again, this is something that has now happened all three matches here from the Sork. So as you can see, the folks here, the facilities crew, getting it ready. We'll take another break. We'll come back. High Point leading 2-0.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading protection to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
All right. We are back, and we're ready to go whenever the officials are ready to go, as they have the clock set up. And again, for High Point, they jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and they've had to stand around and wait here as we had to get the shot clock issue rectified. Horms and Rosselli have notched the two tallies for the Panthers. And Radford finally going to get a ground ball off of a faceoff, and that's one of the seniors, Grace Gleason. So now, let's see what Radford can do on the attack here. From left to right they work. All the possession up until this last faceoff had been controlled by the Panthers. This Radford team has struggled offensively for the most part this year, averaging about 6.3 goals per matchup. Here they find a nice area, but a great block in goal that time by High Point. Let's see who comes out of there with it. Taylor Suppley, this is her 14th game. Makes her 98 save, but High Point unable to pick up the deflection. One thing Radford has improved on in recent weeks is this possession and creating better angles and opportunities. Here, though, loose ball. And the Panthers will take the turnover, unable to regain that time for the Highlanders was Haley Phillips. But then Radford gets a takeaway. Calls turnover, we talked about that, and then they give it right back. So now the Panthers on the run out. Emma Genovese is hustling down, and High Point looking to add to their 2-0 lead. Still early, 11 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 2-0. Rosselli, who had the second goal, has it at the point. And she turns it over. We're going to have a fast break opportunity here for Radford. It's like a defensive back stepping in front of a wide receiver. A really good play that time by Radford's Jordan Miles. But the Highlanders give it right back. That's been the problem. They've created a couple of turnovers, and now they get it inside. And Radford, a nice recovery. Good push out. There's the shot in, but it's over. And High Point going to regain here. Radford had a nice recovery. They had a fast break. They gave it up. High Point had a 2 on really none. And at the end, the defender was able to put the stick on and put some pressure. The bound denied, and now we have a whistle as we're going to get a point in the other direction as Olivia Hunter came out of the crease. So the Highlanders hanging in there against a very hot team, this High Point Panther squad. Radford 0-5 here on their home field. And another turnover. Boy, the Highlanders just giving it up. Prosperity, and then they look up and the ball is on the turf. Nicole Pugh came out of there with it for the Panthers. Now they get it down again. Good push out there by Radford. Emma Eustace has been terrific. Here's a shot in, and it is a goal. And once again, wow, that was from about 15 yards outside the 12-meter arc that time. And once again, it's Abby Horms, and she's got her second. And it's 3-0. And that was an absolute laser beam that she fired in there. Watch her right outside the arc. She's going to get in, so you're looking at about 11.5-meter shot. And she got a lot of velocity on that one. So it's now 3-0. As we have another face-off. Another face-off won by the Panthers. It's been an ongoing problem here. Now we have a whistle. I believe High Point's going to keep possession. High Point with 5 shots. Here are the Panthers again, penetrating, and a bouncer is good again for the Panthers, and this is Nicole Pugh picking up her 13th goal. So Nicole Pugh with the goal, and it's 4-0. 4 of the 6 shots for the Panthers has been in the back of the net. There's a good look at Nicole. Graduate transfer from Davis, California. So the Highlanders in a little bit of a hole here early. It's already 4-0. We will tell you, we have our director, David Shields, in charge of the entire graphic situation with the scoreboard. Our scoreboard may not be exactly on time, but we're close. We'll keep you posted on the time as we get by there. But we have a one-man show running that. David's got a lot of irons in the fire over here. 4-0 as High Point again wins another face-off. This has been a problem for Radford. They've been able to set up pretty quickly. You see the clock exactly 8 minutes to go. So David's going to catch up right 2 seconds away. Free position shot. This is the first one we've seen, and this is Cavallero again. She's in, and she scores. Cavallero knocks it home, and it's her 22nd goal. And everything that they're throwing right now at Olivia Hunter is finding the back of the net. We're going to have a timeout. It's our media timeout. It's 5-0. High Point on top. We're back after this.
Living alone as a senior is not right. Seniors living in a community can change their lives for the better and yours. At English Meadows, we focus not only on care of your loved one, but your peace of mind. 24-hour care, all meals, housekeeping, maintenance, laundry and activities, and friendship. Being alone versus being a part of a community, a family. We provide all of this in an all-inclusive price. No levels of care, save thousands a month. Call 800-796-5420.
Look for the Weather Rate seal. It's our guarantee that certified most accurate for you by Weather Rate. 4 years running. WFXR News and Pinpoint Weather.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order go-kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
We welcome you back. Islanders in a bit of a bind here early. They're down 5-0. Horms has a couple of goals. Rosselli, Pugh, Cavallaro. And Radford yet to get an official shot in on Taylor Suppley. Lindsey Boswell. Good look at Coach Boswell. Was hired back in 2009, the first head women's lacrosse coach. 12 years, she's done a terrific job. 7 conference championships in the first 9 seasons. She also took the Panthers to 2 NCAA tournament appearances back in 13 and 14. Got off to a slow start this year, albeit against 4 nationally ranked teams. Very tough schedule, and now it's starting to show the fruits of that schedule starting to blossom here as they've won 4 in a row. Foul caught on the Panthers, so the Highlanders now with possession. It's been a rarity for them in this first quarter. 4 15-minute quarters, the new rules here in 2022. Another ground ball, and it's still rolling around, and it's picked up by the Panthers, and that's Nicole Pugh. Another turnover for Radford. That has been very frequent. Here's Rosselli. She's got great speed, and she'll take it over to the left flank and play it in behind the Radford net. Pia Cavallaro, she's got a goal. And here's Horms. Horms with the pass in, and you can tell Horms and Rosselli really work well together out on the point. 5-0 is our score. 6:45 to go here in the first quarter. Pass in, and a quick attempt goes wide. It'll be picked up by High Point. Pass was thrown in by Pugh. Lexi Jack controls it now on the left side. And a turnover picked up by Radford. Loescher gave it away for High Point. And here's Gleason for the Highlanders, still looking to get a shot off here in this one. Here's Margaret Gleason. Islanders trying to find any kind of momentum here. Hasn't been there yet. River Rupert plays it at the point to Reagan Kolb. Now Gleason. Gleason, one of the captains on this team. Here's Carly Rosenberg, one of the 4 seniors honored. Really a nice touch. They had some of the players talk about the seniors, and the Highlanders are on the board. Quick pass in, and it's 5-1. See who has dropped the stick here as they're huddling up. I believe it was Grace Gleason. So how about Grace here on Senior Day? Getting the tally for Radford. And for Grace, it's her 12th of the season. So maybe that'll start to turn the momentum around a little bit in this one. Highlanders are able to say, hey, yeah, we're here. We're here. So it's 5-1. And another face-off. And Radford wins the face-off. They pick up the ground ball, so right back they're going to try to apply some pressure. See if they can chip away at this lead. Pass in, shot away, but it's off to the left, but Radford picks it up. Back in again, and a whistle before the shot. Did not go in, and what's the call? Might get a free position opportunity. Nope. We're going to go the other way. Ground ball turnover, and the Highlanders this time, the beneficiary of a giveaway. Ashlyn Grogan pushed out. And now a free position shot here for Grogan that has a chance potentially to draw Radford to within 3. And Grogan is in, and what a great response there by Suppley. A little bit of a kick save. Now we have a collision, and I think everybody is okay. That was a terrific response by Suppley. You're going to see a great shot of this. Shot came in, she went low, and there was the collision after the shot. And we're going to have another free position chance, and once again, it's going to be Grogan for the second consecutive time. Grogan is in, and once again, Suppley denies. Highlanders, though, will keep possession. Katie Carroll had a big game at Furman. Well, the momentum has turned over the last couple of minutes for the home team. Shot in. Nope. Did not get off the stick there. I thought that River Rupert was going to take advantage of that angle, but she decided to pass it back out. Gleason throws it over on the right to Rupert. Carroll working in behind. Rupert at the flank now for Radford. There's the shot in, and that time Grace Gleason could not get it through traffic. And it's picked up off the turf by Suppley. It was a long pass out of the goal mouth. Suppley able to get it down to Lexi Jack. And what do we have now? Another goal for High Point. That's what we have. A quick shot in, and it's now 6-1. And I believe once again it's going to be Rosselli. Oh, it was 8. Okay. Loescher, Minna Loescher. We're going to see it right here. Loescher to the right, and there's the shot low left of the net. So Loescher with her first here in this matchup. She came in as the second leading goal scorer for the Panthers with 22. She now has 23. Radford had some momentum, and they gave it right back. 6-1, 2:49 on the clock. Margaret Gleason controls the face-off for Radford. Ground ball, scooped up by the Highlanders. Near turnover, deflected out. Play in for Radford. Nice pass in. Highlanders with some momentum, and there's another goal, and second one of the period. Great passing by Radford, and Katie Carroll gets it right back for the Highlanders. Katie now with 12 goals on the season. This Radford team showing some fight here in this first period. Period. Another face-off. And Radford comes out of there with it. Still over 2 minutes, plenty of time. Radford, maybe they can whittle this down a little further. They're in again. I mean, they got that shot right on goal. They have kind of figured out how to attack. It's the right side of Suppley, but it's the left side of their offensive alignment. Suppley with another nice response there, but the Highlanders have figured something out on the attack. High Point picks it up after the deflection. We're at the minute 45 mark of this one. Panthers are in. Shot is blocked. And there's the first really nice save we've seen from Olivia Hunter. Ray Kemper hustling out of there for Radford. Getting swiped at from behind, knocked out of her net. She's trying to regain possession, and she will. I'll tell you what, anybody who wants to say this game isn't physical, you're not watching. This is a very physical setup, and these ladies go through a lot out here as we have a whistle, and we may have another free position chance here for Radford. Didn't look like much, but River Rupert going to take it, and this could get Radford to within 3. Suppley rearranging the defense here. Rupert is in, and it's blocked. Again, Suppley. She's had about 4 of those here in this first period. Margaret Gleason for Radford. 6-2, High Point on top. They scored the first 5. Since then, though, Radford's outscored them 2-1. Radford team improving greatly here. Final couple weeks of the regular season. There's a pass in, a little too high, picked up by Carroll. And the shot will go through, and heavy contact in the middle, but Radford keeps it moving. While the ball's bounding around, and Suppley going to come out of the crease. Now she's fair game. Look at her roll it against the back of her net. Wow, that was a smart play. She rolled it against the back of her cage and then picked it up. But Radford's going to get the possession here, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. So High Point scores the first 5, but the Highlanders right in this thing. After 1, it's 6-2 from Radford.
If these times have taught us anything, it's that anything is possible, especially at our public schools. Overcoming great adversity, we salute our teachers and students who brought their A game every day. Whatever tomorrow brings, our commitment to public schools is stronger than ever. A win for education. The Virginia Lottery. $11 billion to Virginia's public schools since 1999.
At Carillion Clinic, safety has always been our top priority. That's why we mask, shield, clean, screen, and go beyond what's required to keep you and everyone taking care of you safe. Don't put your health on hold. From our hospitals to your family doctor and even connecting from home, get the expert level care you expect. That's what seeing you safely looks like at Carillion Clinic.
We're about ready to get the second quarter underway here from Radford. It is 6-2. You see Heather Conklin there. She's in the red hoodie. She's the assistant coach, and to her Lockhaven grad. Came from Young Harris College, 4 seasons there as the head coach. She guided the Mountain Lions to a 33-25 record. They won 19 conference games in the Gulf South League. That was the Division II program. And she has to be pretty pleased about the way her team has responded here today. By the way, our officials today, Melissa Stevens, Jenna Hanshu, and Blake Below. High Point controlled things for about the first 8 minutes, and then Radford really won the second half of that first period. Shots are 10-9, so Radford has caught back up there. Shots on goal 8-6 in favor of High Point. 2 assists per side. They've credited Suppley with 4 saves. Seems like she has more than that. And 2 for Hunter for Radford. Turnovers, though, were the key of the first period. Radford gave it up 6 times. Let's see if they can improve on that here in our second quarter. Now the Panthers will go from left to right, and Radford will counter from right to left here in quarter number 2. And the ground ball and the faceoff going to be scooped up. And here is Horms, who has a couple of tallies. She did this in the first quarter, leading off the game, where she charged right in and took a shot that didn't get through. This time High Point's going to set up. Foul going to be called on Radford as Rosselli got kind of muscled out there. No free position shot, though. Or is it? It will be. So we will have a free position opportunity here. Not a great angle for Rosselli. And she decides to throw it back out. Yeah, you could kind of tell that wasn't a great look for her. The High Point tries to regroup. 6-2 is our score. Another foul going to be called here against Radford, as once again the clock has stopped. I believe a card has come out. So Radford looks like they're getting a penalty card here. Horms will start the play for the Panthers. Pass in the middle, and there's the assist and the goal, and I believe Horms has her third. And that was a beautiful setup by Nicole Pugh. So Horms, as she did leading off the game, has the first goal leading off this second quarter. And we'll see this again, and that was really some picture-perfect passing. There it is to her in the middle, the charge, and she knows what to do with that. She's done it now 64 times this year. Remember, she only came in 6 goals behind the nation's leader. She has the hat trick so far today, and it's 7-2. Another face-off picked up by the Panthers and the whistle, so Islanders got a little too physical. Another little check out front. Nicole Pugh controlling for High Point. They try to throw it that little middle cut. It bounces, though, right into the stick of Horms, and what do we have? Free position here for the nation's third leading scorer. This is not ideal for the Highlanders or Olivia Hunter. So 2 of the tops in the country at what they do, going head-to-head, and Horms is going to put it in right over the right shoulder, and she's got 2 goals in the period and now 4 on the afternoon. So 2 goals here in the first minute and a half for High Point to jump out to the 8-2 lead. It's 8-2. We're trying to get her score right. I know. David's up here talking to everybody, trying to get ground ball again. Look at Horms; she's everywhere. My goodness, she came out of nowhere to pick that one up, and she's starting to play. Panthers put on a lot of pressure. I'll tell you what, you can tell that they got a talking to in between periods. They kind of lost the last half of that first quarter, and they've come out looking like a different team here to start the second. Look at Horms. She gets just bullied to the turf here. Big shot by Cameron Counts of Radford. Horms bounces up, but she's going to have another. She is not happy. Horms not happy, and I don't blame her. That is a big shot right there. And now she's got another free position. She went in and scored a moment ago. She has a chance to get 3 goals in this second period. This time, though, the Highlanders kind of double down on her, and she turns it over. Great job by Radford Counts, who got the foul, and Ray Kemper now running out of some traffic. So that was a really good response that time by Radford's defense. Eight to 2 at the 12.5-minute mark of quarter number 2. Highlanders running in behind the net with Rosenberg, and her pass is intercepted, and the Panthers will get a caused turnover here. They've got a break going now, and this is Horms in the middle. This time she gives it up, or she tried to, and it's intercepted. What a great play there by Radford. Now Hunter throws it out to Counts, and Islanders on the run. That may have been Cameron who made that interception a minute ago. Margaret Gleason out front. Kolb with a shot in and through. Picked up by Radford in behind the net. This is Grogan. 11:10 to go, and there's a shot and a goal, and I believe it's Carroll, and she's got her second. As the contact came in, it is Katie Carroll, and she is slow in getting up. And it's now 8-3. Boy, Carroll took a tumble on that hit. Physicality has really picked up in this one, as you see right here. She's going to charge in, and you see putting the stick on her was Lexi Jack. Did they wave off the goal? No, it's an 8-3 game. Okay, for a second there I thought that they did not count the goal. Or did they not count the goal? I believe they waved that one off. They did. So no goal for Carroll. It's still 8-2. Well, from where we are, we can't tell what the calls are. We don't get any kind of audio, but you can tell I hear Radford fans out. They're not happy about that. Looked like to me she got hit pretty hard and was able to get the shot away. The goal was disallowed, so it remains 8-2, but Radford's right back in behind the net. Margaret Gleason. Pretty good spin move by Rupert. We have a crew that is really good about stopping the clock. These officials have had numerous stoppages of play in this first half. Now a free position chance for Radford to try to get the Gleason in, and it flipped out of her net. You could tell just kind of got out of the net well too early before the shot, but Radford again will pick it up. Gleason is in, and there's the goal. So Margaret Gleason gets her first. She leads the team coming in now when she has 16. And they won't take that one away from Radford. So it's 8-3 officially now. And you can see from the left side, they just kind of left her alone. That's a big mistake right there by Scudillo. She let her kind of just creep into that left side. Mandy Brockkamp tried to recover for her, but not in time, and it's 8-3. So another face-off. .22 to go, and it's 8-3. High Point with control. Delaney Ashworth. We'll check that. No, that was Nicole Pugh. Highlanders, though, with the takeaway. Good fight by Radford today. Easy when you fall behind by 5 goals right off the jump. Kind of fall into some lethargic response, but that hasn't been the case for this Highlander team. Coach Hurley has to be pleased with the recovery so far. After those first 5 goals, it's a 3-3 game. I mean, they've matched them on the scoreboard. There's Gleason with the pass. She shot it, hit the post. Great shot in, but it hit the post. Karam is back for Radford. I believe that was Grace Gleason. Ground ball. Picked up by the Panthers. And this is Horms, who's very good in the open field, and she's running rampant. She gets checked hard again, and she goes down. Boy, she gets a lot of contact. Taylor Rogan for Radford. Horms getting beat around in this one, and that takes us to our media timeout. 8-3 is our score. Radford hanging in on Senior Day.
Whether it's the practice field or weight room, in class or on game day, we compete down here. We put in work day in and day out to take a step forward towards degrees, championships. Our goals, excellence on every level. More than 4,000 student athletes, one attitude. We are the Big South, where winners are made.
There's over 450 million hoopers out there. One will outscore the country and put Norman on the map. Less than 1% of high school players get a scholarship. Odds a freshman would lead the nation in points and assists. One ain't never been done. 1.3% of college players get drafted. Only one would drop 48 and 11 in the conference finals. One will know this is just the beginning. Trey had a 1.5 billion chance to get here, but he saw a possibility.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
It was High Point who called that timeout, and kind of maybe get the sense a little bit. Maybe Lindsey Boswell feels like her team is being outplayed, and I think that's the case over the last 5-0 start. Highlanders have come to play today. Gorgeous afternoon here in Radford. The home regular season finale will come for the Highlanders on Wednesday. Gardner Webb will come to town on Wednesday. And Radford has a couple of matches at two schools in South Carolina, Presbyterian and Wofford. The South Carolina tour will finish the regular season for Radford. So 7:52 to go in the half. It's 8-3. This will be Horms controlling the draw here. See, the last time High Point called a timeout, they responded well. They came out of the first quarter break responding well. Horms with the pass in. No shot, though, able to get off by Pugh. Back to Horm. She spins away. She's got an angle, and she scores. Boy, she is so good at that little quick turn, and she puts that ball high, and it's really tough for the defense and even tougher for Hunter. And she now has the hat trick here in the quarter. She's got 5 goals overall. That gets her tally up to 66. She came in, the nation's leader had 67. At this rate, she's going to be the number 1 goal scorer in the country before this afternoon's over. There's the pass in. You see the push out. Pugh finds her again. Now watch this little move right there off of the stick. The little turn and the high shot. So it's now a 9-3 game. Lead back up by 6. They've been up by 6 a couple different times, but Radford has responded. Let's see what happens here. Pick up by Radford. They've got a chance here on the break, but good recovery by the High Point defense. is too high, and this ball's going to go to High Point on the turnover. We know when you watch, men's lacrosse, the way they play with the helmets and the shoulder pads and all the pads, you're leaving these ladies pretty susceptible to a lot of potential injury. I'm surprised that NCAA hasn't mandated those type of things on the ladies' side, because this game is really, really physical when you watch over the season. And I guarantee you, if you polled the ladies on either squad, they would want to play full throttle, physical, all the way out. They love the way the game's played. They would love to play it like they do on the men's side. But they come close here. Here is Horms again. Sidearm shot is wide. But you see a lot of stick shots, and there's a lot of areas toward the heads of these players that are unprotected. I know that's the way the game's been played, but in this day and age when they're all worried, so much more worry about injuries. And there's a nice pass, Horms into Pugh, and Pugh puts it home. So that'll be the second for Pugh. The assist will go to Horms, and it's 10-3. And I'll tell you what, when you see 38 and 27 out there working together, well, wait a minute. I don't think that goal is going to be allowed. They have picked up the stick of Pugh. You're taking to the sideline. I don't know what could be wrong with the stick, but the official all of a sudden waved her arms. Well, hang on a second here. They're throwing the stick to the side, and I don't know if that means the goal doesn't count or not. So no goal. No goal. It was an illegal stick. I don't know how they make that. I don't know how they make that assessment when it was the same stick that she's had for the entire matchup. But a legal stick waves off that goal. We've seen a goal taken away from Radford, and now pick up the goal, take it to the side. You knew that's the first time we've seen that. Have not seen the illegal stick this season. There's some heavy contact again. And Horms is down. Horms and Cameron Counts are down. I believe that's Horms. Nope, check that. It's 31. It's Mandy Brockkamp. Boy, Mandy Brockkamp kind of went head over feet there. Looks like she's okay. And I just started talking about the physicality of this game. And Brockkamp slow in getting up now. I believe she's going to get a free position shot. She's going to throw it out. Yeah, she wasn't in really much of a condition to get momentum. She's kind of gingerly running to the side here on the flank. Here's Horms getting in. They cut her off. They tried to play to Pugh, and a whistle. I would like to talk to the officials of how they determine what an illegal stick is once it's the same stick that she's had for the entire game. I don't know why all of a sudden it becomes illegal. Like, do they do some extra taping? Is there something that goes on? Well, here she is. This is Pugh again trying to get her goal back. She's got the free position opportunity. And she's going to go in, and she's going to put it in there. And she didn't get it a moment ago. She scores again, and we'll wait. These officials have taken away a couple of goals, and they're talking again here. This time they hand the stick back to her, and I believe now it's 10-3. Or no. Pugh looks very upset, and I believe they've taken the goal away again, or no? No, okay. Wow, they need to do a better job of letting us know whether or not it's a good goal or not a good goal because they are really kind of leaving it open for interpretation today. We haven't had that from a crew. 5:07 to go, and we're going to have to wait a little bit with this crew when the goals are scored. It's 10-3 now. Got to be frustrating for the players. Panthers win the faceoff. They lead by 7. foul called against Radford. Free position chance, or at least an opening here. And that shot is in. And another goal, I believe, for Rosselli on the free position. So Rosselli makes it 11-3. Now that time we see the official check the stick very quickly, hand it back to her, and he makes the goal sign. That's what we haven't had on a few different plays here today. So now it's 11-3, and the Panthers again after the timeout, they have gotten the message from Lindsey Boswell. Second for Rosselli. Pugh with 2, Rosselli with 2, Horms with 5. And with 4:40 to go, it's 11-3. High Point wins the draw. Pass in the middle, shot hits the post. That was Horms again. Cairns back out, though, and Panthers will keep possession. Pugh to Horms, and that's been the combo here today, Pugh and Horms. Contact, this time no whistle, and the ground ball will be scooped up by Radford. Turnover calls that time by Furco. In their haste to try to get it down the field. Horms again, and she shot it from about 11 meters. Horms now with 6 goals, and that's the second time she's taken one from the flank. And we don't know what's happening in other matchups across the country, but with her 6 goals today, Horms is now tied for the nation's lead with 67 goals. And it's 12-3. Abby Horms from John Carroll, a graduate transfer. And what an addition she has been to High Point, as again, she's now tied for the nation's lead in goals. I don't remember who the nation's leader was. We'll find out if she's playing today. We can see if she has any goals. But 67 now for Abby. And now some separation created by High Point as they have a 9-goal lead as we've hit the 3-minute mark in the first half. Long shot that time taken in. Suppley with the nice snare. So the Panthers now will run it out. Caitlin Bear throws it over on the right side to Pugh. And High Point right back at Radford. They lead by 9. Loose ball is in and through. And we have a whistle against Radford. And we're going to have a free position here. Not a shot attempt, but they're going to reset from outside the perimeter. This is Horms. Everything again runs through her, and why not? Horms from the right flank. This time Radford pushes her off her mark a bit. Pugh is in. Pugh went right, then left. She shoots through. No good. High Point will scoop it up. Loescher, who has a goal. Across the middle. Drop momentarily. And we got a bunch of traffic in. Shot in. Blocked by Hunter. Ball is still being fought for. And the Panthers come out of there with it. They will reset again, trying for that 10-goal lead. This is Horms. As we approach 1 minute to go in the half. Horms trying to create out front. Lowers her shoulder. And a foul on Radford, and Horms, I believe, this time will earn a free position shot. So a challenge for Hunter. So Horms from the right side. Instead, she tried to pass out of it, and they turn it over, but it's scooped back up by High Point. Quick pass in, knocked away by Radford. A little surprised that the Panthers' Horms did not take that shot. Now Radford trying to hustle down and get one out of the net here before the end of the half. We still have 20 seconds to go. Again, our clock is subjective today with the lack of folks we have here today. So now the clock's going to run out as the ball is going to be held here by Suppley. 3 seconds, 2, and the first half will be in the books here from Radford. High Point has put together 2 bookend 6 goals quarters, and they will have a 12-3 lead. And you see the star so far today, as she is in most games she plays. Abby Horms with 6 goals. 67 was the nation's leader coming in. She's matched that now with 6 goals here today. It's halftime from Radford. It's all High Point. They lead 12-3.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
If these times have taught us anything, it's that anything. University, we salute our teachers and students who brought their A game every day. Whatever tomorrow brings, our commitment to public schools is stronger than ever. A win for education. The Virginia Lottery. $11 billion to Virginia's public schools since 1999.
Carillion Clinic, safety has always been our top priority. That's why we mask, shield, clean, screen, and go beyond what's required to keep you and everyone taking care of you safe. Don't put your health on hold. From our hospitals to your family doctor and even connecting from home, get the expert-level care you expect. That's what seeing you safely looks like at Carillion Clinic.
Whether it's the practice field or weight room, in class or on game day, we compete down here. We put in work, day in and day out, to take a step forward towards degrees, championships. Our goals? Excellence on every level. More than 4,000 student athletes, one attitude. We are the Big South, where winners are made.
There's over 450 million hoopers out there. One will outscore the country and put Norman on the map. Less than 1% of high school players get a scholarship. Odds of freshmen would lead the nation in points and assists. One ain't never been done. 1.3% of college players get drafted. Only one would drop 48 and 11 in the conference finals. One would know this is just the beginning. Trey had a 1.5 billion chance to get here, but he saw a possibility.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m., and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees, with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe,
heartwarming
it's
story.
8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading protection to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
Big things are happening this year across the South, from the mountains to the coast. The fast are getting faster. The strong are getting stronger. And the best is getting better. Get ready to raise your expectations. Get ready for something big. Ingalls, a proud sponsor of Big South Sports.
Living alone as a senior is not right. Seniors living in a community can change their lives for the better and yours. At English Meadows, we focus not only on care of your loved one, but your peace of mind. 24-hour care, all meals, housekeeping, maintenance, laundry and activities, and friendship. Being alone versus being a part of a community, a family. We provide all of this in an all-inclusive price. No levels of care, save thousands a month. Call 800.
Look for the Weather 8 seal. It's our guarantee that pinpoint weather is the most accurate. When the weather turns and seconds count, trust the team certified most accurate for you by Weather 8. 4 years running. WFXR News and Pinpoint Weather.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order go-kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Twelve to 3, as you see here at the intermission. High Point comfortably on top of Radford, trying to win their 5th straight in the Big South. Numbers look like this: 20-14 the shots in favor for High Point. And you see Abby Horms, 67 goals. We checked the other player who's not yet started to play today, who led the country. So right now, Abby Horms is tied for the nation's lead with 67 goals. Incredible. Nicole Pugh, a couple of goals. She's also assisting. Olivia Hunter has 3 saves. 12 turnovers for Radford. That's been the big thing. The giveaways by Radford. Gleason, Margaret, Grace, each one. Katie Carroll with a goal for the Highlanders. We mentioned the 6 goals by Horms. Pugh has 4 assists, by the way. All 4 of her assists, I believe 3 of them have come on goals by Horms. And the Panthers trying to win their 5th straight. 2 undefeateds coming into Saturday play in the league. Of course, Mercer, first year in the conference, 5-0, along with Campbell. Then you see Furman and High Point, the 2 teams who wear purple in the league, at 4-1. That Gardner-Webb team that comes into Radford on Wednesday at 2-3. So in the middle part, trying to make the tournament, Gardner-Webb, Longwood, and Winthrop, a lot to battle for. Wofford's still in there as well. Here today, though, 12-3. As again, High Point, 6 goals in each of the first 2 periods. We're back for second half action after this. Don't go away.
Living alone as a senior is not right. Seniors living in a community can change their lives for the better and yours. At English Meadows, we focus not only on care of your loved one, but your peace of mind. 24-hour care, all meals, housekeeping, maintenance, laundry and activities, and friendship. Being alone versus being a part of a community, a family. We provide all of this in an all-inclusive price. No levels of care, save thousands a month. Call 800-796-5420.
Look for the Weather 8 seal. It's our guarantee that pinpoint weather is the most accurate. When the weather turns and seconds count, trust the team certified most accurate for you by Weather 8. 4 years running. WFXR News and Pinpoint Weather.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order go-kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
Well, blaring over the PA, it's Saturday night's all right for fighting. Highlanders have shown a lot of fight in this one, but it's 12-3. High Point on top. They were going back, we were told, to look at the goal by Pugh that was waved off for an illegal stick. And if they would have deemed that the stick was okay, they were going to add that goal again, but we were just told they did not. So that goal will remain off the board, so we're back at a 9-goal deficit here where we were going into halftime. Just to get everybody updated on what we were told. It seemed strange at the time that an illegal stick call was made, because that's the first one I believe we've seen in the last couple of years, to be honest with you. But High Point from right to left here to start off the third quarter in a 12-3 goal lead. Then the clock will, Radford trying to prevent that from happening as they win the opening faceoff to start the second half. Emily Strother over on the far side. Boy, that's a big collision. Strother got nailed. She pops back up. The toughness of these ladies is nothing short of remarkable, to be honest. They take a lot of hits out there, and they bounce right back up. They're in terrific condition, both teams. Here's the shot. Well, maybe not such a big shot, but it did knock her off her line a little bit. That was Horns. You run at full speed like that, and all of a sudden you get a stick in your ribs. I mean, it's going to cause you to adjust. All right, so Radford now trying to get the first tally of the second half. Rosenberg throws it out front. Molly O'Brien seeing some time here. Carroll is in, and there's a goal, and that's her second, Katie Carroll. And Radford does get the first tally of the second half. It's now 12-4. There's Carroll getting in and shot over the left shoulder of Suppley. So now we have an 8-goal deficit. So So a 12-4 game, second for Katie Carroll. She now has 13 on the season. That's second on the Radford squad. So another face-off here early in the third quarter, now 12-4. And Radford has won both of the draws here to start the second half. So a good energy burst here by Radford coming out of halftime. Pass in, and that time the shot is blocked. That was Grace Gleason in, and Suppley guessed right, low to her right to pick it up. High Point, a big second quarter, outscoring Radford 6-1, although the Highlanders have notched the first goal of this second half. Here is Horms. Her next goal will give her the current lead in the nation if she's able to get one here today. She's got 6 coming into halftime, or out of halftime. Here's Pugh, 4 assists today for Pugh. Into Horms, and the shot did not make it through. Hunter's out of the crease, however, an empty net, and the goal is good. Oh, she made a big gamble, tried to get back, and I believe that time, could not tell if that was 27 or 37. I believe it was Mackie Scheib. We'll see it again here. It may have been Cavallero as well. So Cavallero, looks like with the big smile, gets the goal. Yep, there it is. Great angle there, and it bounced through. You could see Olivia, she got her stick on it for a second. But Cavallero has her second. And it's now 13-4. So a goal per side here to start the third quarter. Radford wins the face-off again. They're perfect in the second half with these draws. We got clarification, too, on the Carroll goal for Radford that was disallowed. They called it, we were told, a simultaneous foul. When she got checked, she was also going to be called for charging. So they waved off the goal and replayed it for Radford. So that's why the Carroll goal where she got hit to the deck was waved off back in that second quarter. Here's a pass that's loose and on the ground. Horms can't quite get there to pick it up, so Radford will have it. Take away by Grogan. Here's a shot that's right in. Long thing all the way down the pitch. Nobody was home, and Radford picks up the ground ball. Mistake by the High Point goalie. And we have contact. Radford now will pick it up after a foul against the Panthers. (13-4). High Point jumped out to a big lead in the first quarter. And they're calling a, we've seen a lot worse not be called. Foul here against High Point. And another goal by Radford. I believe that was Grace Gleason. If that's the case, it's going to be her second. We'll see it again. I can't tell from the angle. 21, okay. Molly O'Brien. So Molly gets the goal, and that is Molly's 8th of the season. So Molly O'Brien has Radford's second goal of this third quarter, and it's now 13-5. Radford outscoring High Point in the second half with 10:41 to go. Radford's won every faceoff here at midfield in the second half. And they're going to be the first team to control another. They're 4-4. Takeaway by the Panthers. Horms with the pass ahead. One-on-one, shot in, and Hunter blocks the attempt by Pugh. What a great play by Olivia. Or Cavallero, that was. Cavallero got in, and Hunter was there. And, boy, that was a one-on-one shot. And that's why Olivia is amongst the nation's leaders in saves per game. Watch this. This is a one-on-one. Cavallero with the angle, and Olivia just kind of kicks out her left foot to knock it away. Card against High Point, so Radford will have possession here. Cavallero been sent to the bench. 13-5, Radford down by 8. Ray Kemper steps to the double team. Throws it to Rosenberg. Rosenberg's got a runner in, and shot could not be made that time by Rupert. Panthers pick up the ground ball, and they're on a run out now from right to left. Lily Bedell throws it in the middle. Pass back out. Cha along the right side. Rosselli and Horms. 9:03 to go, and it's 13-5 High Point. Radford's defense doing a nice job so far on this possession. No penetration at all by the Panthers. Panthers don't look to have as much energy coming out of the locker room. Here's Pugh. Ball thrown over on the left side. Shot clock's got to be winding down here. Down to around 10 seconds. And Loescher gets fouled as the shot clock is winding down with 8:14 to go. So a free position for High Point. We'll see if they take the shot or make an extra pass. Loescher from the right side. Nope, she's going to throw it back out. Pass in, and the goal is in. Horms throws it over on the right side, and that time it was Loescher with her second. And that's going to take us to the media time. Well, I'm sorry, there's 8:06 to go. Our clock is a little ahead. So 8:06 to go. We'll see it again, and it's now a 14-5 score. Out with the pass on the left side. And look at Horms setting up Loescher. Everybody goes to Horms, and why not? She's a perfect decoy in that offense, and that can set up opportunities very quickly. So 14-5. And next goal will bring us to our media timeout, unless a timeout is taken at the under 8. High Point trying to win their first face-off, and they will. In this second half anyway, but they give it right away again, but a foul call. Scudillo for the Panthers. Carolero has been terrific today. High Point up 14-5, and the pass is in, and the shot in one motion is in, and it's now 15-5 as it's Rosselli with the tally. She's now got the hat trick. No, they waved it off. No goal, they say. That's the third time they've taken a goal out, so it remains 14-5. To see what happened again there. So now Radford with possession, down by 9. Next goal again takes us to the media timeout. Olivia Hunter for Radford. Boy, she is well out of the goal mouth. Here's Grogan. Margaret Gleason now for Radford. We've had 3 goals taken off the board today by this crew. Crease penalty against High Point was the call. So a crease penetration penalty wipes off the goal for the Panthers. At least we got clarification. Just over 6 minutes to go, 14-5. Margaret Gleason's got an angle. She has a goal here today. Good pass ahead. Battle for that yellow ball, won by Radford. They've been winning most of these battles in this second half. River Rupert has the ball in her net. Now they're going to give it back to High Point. So the Panthers have had 2 goals taken off. Radford with 1. And a turnover. Careless passing by High Point. This is Rupert. He's taken it away 3 different times today. Pass too high and behind the net, and it'll be run down by High Point. Panthers lead by 9. Bedell on the right side. .07 to go. Pass in. Hunter with a nice stop. And the Highlanders are running it out. No shots really taken. You know, Horms has been very quiet here in the second half. She hasn't really tried to score. Julie Oliver was running in for Radford. Here's Carroll. She's got 2 goals for Radford. Katie Carroll. And a foul going to be called. Now time is called. So a free position chance here for Radford. If this goal was good, we'll go to our media timeout. Jessica Diorio going to take the shot, we think. Or she might pass it back out here. We'll see. She's going to go in, and she's denied. Good shot. I think it was right on, and a better response by Suppley. Long pass ahead. High Point on the attack. They lead by 9. Cariello this time going to throw it out. And a heavy, heavy hit out front. Lexi Jack going to the deck there. I think that was Gleason with the shot out front for Radford. It was either Gleason or Strother. Free position chance here for Jack. Get nothing out of Horms here. 3.5 minutes to go in the second half anyway. And Jack did not have anywhere to go, so she's going to try to set this thing up again. And they tried to force it to Horms through traffic, and it's taken away by Radford. Boy, the Highlanders have done a really nice job not allowing her any open looks here in quarter number 3. O'Brien, who has a goal here today. Over on the right side, DiOrio. Pass in, shot in, denied. Beautiful response by Suppley, but Radford picks up the ground ball. Here's O'Brien going across the arc. Loose ball, turnover by Radford. Kind of a giveaway that time is High Point now with it, leading by 9. We're under 3 minutes to go in the third. 2:17 to be exact, and there they finally get a shot into Horms, and she nails it from what looked like an impossible angle. And it's now 15-5, and that'll take us to that media timeout. As Horms has had 3 of her tallies today, now 7 from a long ways away from the goal mouth. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking on our camera shot at the nation's leading goal scorer in the United States. At least for the time being, Abby Horms with her 7th. 15-5, High Point.
If these times have taught us anything, it's that anything is possible, especially at our public schools. Overcoming great adversity, we salute our teachers and students who brought their A game every day. Whatever tomorrow brings, our commitment to public schools is stronger than ever. A win for education. The Virginia Lottery, $11 billion to Virginia's public schools since 1999.
At Carillion Clinic, safety has always been our top priority. That's why we mask, shield, clean, screen, and go beyond what's required to keep you and everyone taking care of you safe. Don't put your health on hold. From our hospitals to your family doctor and even connecting from home, get the expert level care you expect. That's what seeing you safely looks like at Carillion Clinic.
Well, the High Point Panthers now with a 10-goal lead. 7 goals today for Abby Horms. Is now the nation's leader in that category. At least currently, because the nation's leader coming in has not started her game today yet. now with the 10 goals, we'll have a running clock until Radford can make it a 9-goal game again. There you look at Abby. She has been incredible. Boston, Maryland native. We've seen a lot of good scorers come in here this year, but she is, I think, the most skilled I've seen. She is scoring from tough angles and from long, long distances. (15-5), High Point by 10. Orm's trying to get it back for her team, trying to take it out of the net of Elver. Diorio out front, getting checked by Bedell. Lindley Terrell, who's been playing really well as of late, played well at Furman. She has it now. Shot in and a goal, and there goes the running clock. Goal put up and in that time by Grogan, and it's now 15-6. Grogan now with 5 goals on the season. And it's now 15-6. As we get toward the end of quarter number 3. Good look at Ashland. 15-6 now. Third goal of this third quarter for the Highlanders. .49 seconds to go. Not a free position shot, but a foul against High Point. And Radford trying to whittle this down a little further here with what could be the last possession of quarter number 3. Terrell over to Carroll. And there's a foul, and here we go. Free position to try to make it an 8-goal game again. Margaret Gleason's been pretty good at these from the left side. And she's good again. Margaret Gleason nails it on the free position goal when it's now 15-7. Good look at Margaret running down to the other end. So 15-7 now as we're in the final 20 seconds of our third quarter. And Radford is going to finish this quarter outscoring High Point. Barring a quick win on the draw here and somebody breaking free. And the Highlanders win another face-off. Carroll trying to get in, a shot at the buzzer here. Panthers 4-3 in the third quarter. Fourth and final quarter coming up. Still a lot of work to do for Radford. Man, they're showing a lot of fight here on Senior Day. We're back after this.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading protection to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
Big things are happening this year across the South, from the mountains to the coast. The fast are getting faster. The strong are getting stronger. And the best is getting better. Get ready to raise your expectations. Get ready for something big. Ingalls, a proud sponsor of Big South Sports.
Well, the Highlanders have won the second half so far. They outscore High Point 4-3. Ladies are showing a lot of improvement. 15-7 is our score. There you see the Gleasons, two stalwarts in this program. You know, we've had them 3 times here, and every time they've fought very hard. I'm really impressed with this team. They played well against Furman on the road on Wednesday. It was a tight one going into the fourth quarter, and they've given themselves an opening here. But this says a lot for the Radford coaching staff, Samantha Hurley and Heather Conklin. High Point now from left to right. Radford will be from right to left. Senior day for Radford. Again, there was good touch by Coach Hurley. She had players go over after the seniors were introduced, and each one of the different players said something about one of the seniors, which was a nice thing we haven't seen before on a senior day. Fourth period underway. And a foul, a turnover, gives it back to Radford. Some momentum building for this team wearing the home whites. They're down by 8, but here they are again setting up in front of the High Point goal. Gleason's got an angle. She throws it back out. See if Horms gets more involved in the fourth quarter for High Point on the other end. The Oreo for Radford. Foul called against High Point. No free position chance here. Gleason. Over to O'Brien. And a turnover from Radford. Scudillo running it out to the middle. Here's Pugh, who's had a strong game for the Panthers. Pugh ran it in, now throws it back out. Here's Horms, who has no points at all. goals in the first half. She's just kind of been sitting out on the flank, not trying to be aggressive. Might be holding her back here to set something up. She has been deadly when she has made a decision to try to put it in the Radford net. Here's Pugh in, but she got checked on the way in, and now a free position chance for Nicole Pugh. She's from Davis, California. Hunter prepares herself in the cage. Pugh was in, and looked like it came out of her net late. She missed it badly, and Radford will pick it up. So the Panthers continue to be shut down by this Radford defense after halftime. Just 3 second-half goals, and this Highlander team that played well defensively down at Furman has picked it up. High point, setting up once again. Loescher over on the left side. There's a ball in, but the Highlanders denying a easy chance, but there's Loescher curling in and scoring right around that time, the check of counts. And Loescher now has a hat trick today. And that makes it a 16-7 score. We'll see it again. A good setup that time by the Panthers. You see Loescher get right by, and that's just a quick wrister right there. You kind of sense a little frustration there, you know. This high point offense has been thwarted quite a bit by Radford in the second half. Another face-off. Highlanders been really good at these here after halftime. 11:23 to go, and it's 16-7. Radford going to be awarded the ball after the contact. And looks like Pugh's going to pick up the turnover here. Here's Loescher right in the middle. And a foul going to be called on counts. Is this Loescher going now in on a free position? I think it is. So Loescher just scored a moment ago. We'll see if she decides to take this in herself or she's going to throw it out. Yep, she's going to. Never was looking to make a charge in on Hunter. Horms again shut out here in the second half. Loescher has not been, and that time she got it through the wickets on the grounder. And Loescher gets back-to-back goals, and it's now 17-7. They have some weapons, I'll tell you. High point. Here's Loescher. That is a tough, tough angle, and you could see she was immediately putting it down. And now that it's a 10-goal deficit again, the clock will run, but Radford was able to answer a moment ago. We'll see if they do it again. (17-7). Is the stadium clock correct? Well, you have one little small clock that's over on a lift over on the left corner. You'll see it when Radford has possession in the second half, but that's the only thing we have, so we're not at an angle to see any of that. where we broadcast from this area. That's why these games need to get back at Cup. 17-7. One of the many reasons why these games need to be back into Cup Stadium next year. Here's time by 9 minutes to go, and it's 17-7. Terrell has had a quiet afternoon, offensively anyway, and she's going to turn it over here. Deflection calls turnover by Lily Bedell. Pugh, who's been really good today, going all the way in and throwing it out. There's a check out front. A lot of contact. There's that physicality we talked about, and Radford's going to pick it up after the foul. Some tough ladies out here. Radford with a run. They've got a man advantage. Oh, and they had a wide open DeOrio, and the pass went too far over her head. Good idea. And now here are the Panthers trying to come right back at Radford. Horms is in, and she takes the shot, and she has her 8th goal of the day. Just, let's see here. Is that her second here in the second half? And she's had some tough angles and some long shots, and there it is. And it's now 18-7. Media timeout. Final one will have High Point by 11 here in Radford.
Living alone as a senior is not right. Seniors living in a community can change their lives for the better and yours. At English Meadows, we focus not only on care of your loved one, but your peace of mind. 24-hour care, all meals, housekeeping, maintenance, laundry and activities, and friendship. Being alone versus being a part of a community, a family. We provide all of this in an all-inclusive price. No levels of care, save thousands a month. Call 800-796-5420.
Look for the Weather Rate Seal. It's our guarantee that pinpoint weather is the most accurate. When the weather turns and seconds count, trust the team certified most accurate for you by Weather Rate. 4 years running. WFXR News and Pinpoint Weather.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order go-kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
Well, there's the High Point Panthers well on their way to their 5th consecutive Big South conquest, and you see the person who's responsible for most of it today, Abby Horms. She's got 8 goals, 6 in the first half, 2 here in the second half. And as of right now, she's the number 1 goal scorer in the entire nation. She's got 69 on the season. She came in with 61. Pugh's got 4 assists. I mean, they've got multiple people that can hurt you on the offensive end. So Panthers now, after, again, kind of some uneven moments in this second half. Radford won the third quarter 4-3, but Panthers have now opened it back up here to lead by 11. It's 18-7. They've outscored Radford 3-0 in this fourth quarter. Ground ball pickup by the Panthers. New players now in, I see, for High Point. Haley Phillips has it for the Panthers. Horms trying to get in again. She does, and she scores for the 9th time. Are you kidding me? Now, I don't believe, if you look up at the scoreboard clock out there, David, the clock's supposed to be running. It's now 19-7 as Horms has 9 goals. her third in the second half. Incredible performance by Abby Horns. 19-7. You wonder if this will be it for her now. Might be tough to take out. She's got 70 now on the season. She's hit the big 7-0 on the season. Incredible. They've scored on 19 of them. Radford has 23 shots. They've scored on 7. They've had 25 of the 31 be directly on goal. And the lead is 12. This ground ball is going to be run down by Scudillo. Well, she can get in her net. She got there in plenty of time, but she never could get possession, and Radford takes it away. Grogan fights for possession for Radford. She has a goal today. Panthers going to go to 5-1 in Big South play. Depending on else what happens today in the league, there's going to be a half game out at the conclusion. Highlanders will be looking for their first conference win and a chance to do that at home on Wednesday. Here's a pass down, a shot in, and Horms has reached double digits. I mentioned she had been relatively quiet, got the one goal at the end of the third period, but she now has 3 consecutive goals. That gives her 10 on the day. She has 71 on the season. She went left and she got in, and she has worked the top of the cage all day long, and it's 20-7 now. High Point on top. It's almost like she needed a breather, right? She wasn't shooting. She was trying to set up her teammates, just kind of watching for a bit. And then when she wants to turn it on, she can take over any game. And that's why that High Point, because of her in particular, are going to be definite conference championship contenders in the tournament. 20-7. As we've hit the final 4 minutes here in Radford, and High Point with another ball, and looks like Radford might be running out of some fuel now. Horms has put a couple daggers in here late. There's a pass in. She's in again. She shot that one kind of underhanded in a way. She was trying to get one like a little backhander in for her 11th goal, but High Point picks up the ground ball. Congratulations to Abby. She's now the nation's leading goal scorer. And think about that in the Big South and what that means nationally. That's pretty cool. Loescher, she's had a big game. Long shot in, taken by Hunter. Lexi Jack couldn't get it through. 3 minutes now. Two and a half minutes to go. And there's goal 21. And I believe it's Loescher. It is. So Loescher with her third goal here in this fourth quarter. She's got 4 goals in the second half. And it's now 21-7, and High Point just at this point wants this final 2 minutes plus to get by the wayside here. They're going to wrap up a huge road win to keep things rolling in their favor. Again, they're going to be 5-1, 6-8 overall. Radford going to fall to 0-6 in Big South Conference action. (21-7). So after Radford outscored High Point in the third, it's now 6-0 here in the fourth in favor of the Panthers. Spirited effort for about quarter and a half of this that Radford won actually on the scoreboard, but boy, the Panthers can score goals in a hurry. O'Brien picking it up as we approach 1 minute. Heavy contact. Boy, that. I dare anyone to question the toughness of these ladies and the physicality of this sport, I'll tell you that. 42 seconds. Now the game picking up a lot of fouls here late. Free position chance for Radford as we're under 40 seconds. Seconds to go. And Radford with a chance to get a free position goal here to try to finish up on a high note. Shot is in and it's blocked away. And that is going to do it. See if Radford can get a shot off with 3 with 2. They will not. It's taken away. And the High Point Panthers have a huge fourth quarter to put this thing away. They knock off Radford by a score of 21-7. Thanks again to our crew, David Shields, our director, all the folks on the camera did a great job as always. And congratulations again. The big story today, Abby Horms, 10 goals. She leaves the pitch here today from Radford as the nation's leading goal scorer with 71. 21-7 the final score. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on Wednesday from the baseball diamond. Until then, this has been Big South Conference Women's Lacrosse on ESPN+.